Hello, welcome to this video. This is about the application of multilinear regression in finance. So here we are going to explain the application or first on capital asset price model and next on the Fama-French Three Factor model. Here the capital asset price model tries to explain the return on asset or excess return on asset is equal to alpha times beta times excess return in the market plus some error. Here the R sub I, return on stock I, in our example we will consider in this case an apple. Next, the RF indicates the risk-free rate and RM is market return. In this example, we will see the return on S&P 500. So, beta is the sensitivity of the market risk. So, through regression, we are going to calculate alpha and beta. These packages are very important in our calculation: Yahoo Finance, Pandas, NumPy, and Matplotlib. Then, we import this data covering the date 2020 up to 2022. Then the ICE stocks should be Apple and the market return will be S&P 500. Right? This data is available freely from Yahoo Finance. Next step, we compute the daily return. The daily return of the stock I and the market. So here is few information on the daily return for Apple and the S&P 500. Then to apply the linear regression model, we are going to use the scikit-learn model, which is an AI or a machine learning model. From here we import linear regression model. The next step, we have to prepare the data for scikit-learn. The scikit-learn takes the independent variable x, should be a two-dimensional model, so we have to reshape in this way, and the dependent variable, which is the return on Apple, and we extract the value. Then create and fit the linear regression model by calling the linear regression model in this way. Then fit the x and the y, that means the independent variable we have here. The next step is extracting the coefficient. Now the coefficients are already calculated, so our beta and our alpha can be printed. Therefore, this is a computation for this specific day. Beta is 1.1736 and alpha is 0.06. So the sensitivity of the beta is given by this one. Then we can see the prediction and the exact return can be fitted in this way. So the actual return are indicated by the scatter plot here, and the regression line using the model, the CAPM model, is indicated by the red line. The next application of multilinear regression in finance is Fama-French Three Factor model, or here FF3. Here it is an extension of the CAPM model. So there are additional terms here, right? That means the SMB, that means small minus big, which explains the return on asset using the size factor. And the other new one is HML, which is high minus low, which is a value factor. And the same way there is error here, epsilon. So again, this is our y, that means a dependent variable. Now the independent variables are three, that means excess return in market and SMB and HML. So this is why we say multiple linear regression. Now obtain the data from the website of Fama-French Factor. So using this URL, we can obtain the data here using CSV file. These are the data which is obtained from websites. Right, this is excess return on market, and this is a small minus big, this is a high minus low, and this is the risk-free rate during those periods, which is the periods are unnamed here. Now we are going to correct the dates as follows. First, remove the last row which contains no data information. As you can see here, we have to remove this one. That is, we have to remove in this way. That means the next step is data preparation. So that means rename data column, or sorry, date column, convert it to date time, then set it as index, convert factor value to decimals, merge the data frame, and drop missing values. So this can be done as follows. As you can see, rename the column which is known as unnamed, which is 0, and rename to date. Then convert date column to date time object, in this using line number 5. Then set the dates column as index. Next, convert factor value from percentage to decimal by dividing it by 100, because it was given by percentage, so we have to divide by 100. Sorry. Then merge the return data frame with Fama-French Factor data frame, like this one. Then drop any rows with missing value. Then when we display, we have the following data. You see, now this is the dependent variable, and the remaining columns help us as features for explaining the dependent variable. Now we are going to perform the regression using this merged data. So for this purpose, we have to add one column, which is a constant column, which will be multiplied by the intercept, which is alpha. So once we rearrange that, we have this one, right? Now this one is independent variables, right? Then this one is dependent variable. In other words, this table serves as X, capital X, and this one serves as small y, which are the variables in the multiple linear regression. Now, a machine learning tool which is known as scikit-learn has a model known as linear regression. We have to import that. Then once we import this linear regression model, then we create a model called linear regression and fit the X and to Y. So the coefficients are betas and the other one is the alpha. Then it's already computed. Then we can print these values as follows. You see, now the Fama-French three-factor model result shows that the alpha is 0.0009 and the beta, that means which is related to the excess return on market, is 1.1824, and the beta, which is related to small minus big, is negative also, which is beta related to high minus low is given, which is negative 0.3713, and so R squared is given by this one. We will explain this, what does it mean. So now we can predict get the predicted value from the scikit-learn and plot in the same way the relation between dependent and a dependent variable, then we have the following result, which is similar to the previous one. And now we can also perform the linear regression, which is the ordinary linear regression, using the following, using other model, which is called SM, that means stats model. This one helps us to summarize all other statistical values, which is given by this one. You see, there is more detailed statistical values, which we are going to also explain in short. Here you see the constant is 0.009. The constant means alpha, beta related to the market, and beta related to the small big, and beta related to the high and low. Also the p-values, the errors, and the p-values are also given, right? Now further explanation or the analysis can be interpreted as follows. Here we can see one by one that these are the results summarized in this way. That means alpha, beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, and r squared. What does it mean? One by one, to see, for example, when we say alpha is which is given above, and the p-value is less than 0.5, that means it's significant. So this positive alpha suggests that Apple's excess return was higher than predicted by during this period. Also, similarly, the p-value for beta m is also statistically significant, and with values which is 1.182, that means Apple excess return tended to move 1.18 times the excess return of the market, right? And the other explanation is the beta for small and the big minus big is again statistically significant because p is less than 0.05, which means with a value which is negative 0.4887, and the positive beta, this negative beta suggests that Apple's excess return is negatively correlated, and this, we have a similar result for other betas. So this is the other one is about r square. When you see the r square is 0.737, which indicates that approximately 73.73 of the variance in Apple's return or excess return is explained by the Fama-French Three Factor: market, size, and the value during this period. So this is one of the best application of multiple linear regression in finance. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.